Hey everybody, Goosebumps are Dummies here, back again with another video, and cock-a-doodle-doo, we got a chicken book. Oh, sorry, a werewolf book. Werewolves eat chicken. Today we're reviewing The Werewolf in the Living Room. Yeah, I should have done this on a full moon, but I don't fucking care. It might be a full moon, I haven't checked the calendar. Yeah, Werewolf in the Living Room. This is the 17th book in the Series 2000 series and Goosebumps series. Mouthful there. And it is quite an interesting one. So yeah, let's move on to the blurb. And now for the blurb. There are no fucking blurbs. Why, Scholastic? Why? Make my life easier to summarize part of the book without spoiling much until we get into upsides. That's where I start spoiling. Anyways, what is this book about? Well, Werewolf in the Living Room is about a kid and his father. His papa may or may not be a sheriff, so he is law and he has a gun. You know, pew pew. And they are in a forest outside, I believe, of the States, so they're not here in America, hunting a fucking werewolf. This father heavily believes in werewolves, and he wants to find one, and he wants to be famous. And, let's just say his wish comes true. Or does it? Because this kid is optimistic about whether or not they really captured a werewolf, because the man doesn't seem to be werewolf-like. And it comes down to whether the kid should disobey his father and let him go, or, you know, let his father be humiliated on live TV that they may have not captured an actual werewolf. Or have they? You don't quite know. So, Werewolf in the Living Room is actually a fantastic Goosebumps book. This one is crazy. It's got lots of dark stuff. It's got human trafficking. So, that's really fucking dark. And it is got werewolves. Believe it or not, book about werewolves actually has werewolves. Let's move on to what makes this book so awesome. So what did I like about Werewolf in the Living Room? Well, the conflict of the book was one of the main highlights, surprisingly. The conflict is, well, human trafficking kind of plays into it, you know, with this basically slave inside their house who is locked up in a cage, not allowed to go anywhere, and he's possibly not even a werewolf, so he's doing it to an innocent man. I like that conflict, alright? Whether this kid should let him out of the cage or not. It happens quickly, which is kind of a small issue, but whatever. It's a nice conflict of whether this guy is truly good or not, whether you believe he is or not, whether he is not or is a werewolf. And since it's Goosebumps, it also helps because, you know, it's possible that he's a fucking werewolf. It's very fucking possible. And I also like the conflict between this character and his dad, especially once the kid turns into a werewolf. Very interesting. It goes in an interesting direction where this father may or may not have to turn his kid into the authorities, which is a sad moment, but it leads into an interesting ending, which we'll get to later. I like the characters as well. I like the main character, I like the father character, even like the werewolf character, who is believed to be a werewolf. Is he a werewolf? Is he not? You read and find out, fuckers. And, I really liked all of the characters in this book, even the side character that you got a little bit of. And I like that this book also takes place in a different setting for once. It takes place in a forest in like Bosnia or some shit. I don't fucking know, but it's not America, so that's also cool. It only took place there for about 30 pages, but still cool having that setting change, you know, different country. I think the opening 30 pages as well are probably the best part of the book, with the werewolf attack scene and them hunting this werewolf down and finally tracking it. Yeah, it's really cool. The actual ship scene where the human trafficking comes in is really cool, and it introduces the conflict whether this character truly is a werewolf or not, because he's literally in the moonlight and he's not turning into a werewolf. But it's not a full moon, however, so you don't quite know. The book is also really fun. That's also a huge highlight, especially later when the kid turns into a werewolf. There's a lot of authority, I'll just say that. There's a lot of cops running around trying to find this kid. There's a lot of action, too. This is a decently action-packed Goosebumps book. And, I really like that. It's, you know, it's a nice change. We have an action-packed werewolf Goosebumps book, and there's a lot of cops running around trying to track this fucker down. Because, yes, there's a werewolf running around. Multiple! Yeah, so I really liked this book. I thought it had a lot of great stuff. It had, interesting attack sequences, chase scenes, and the authority being involved heavily was also really nice. A rare addition to a Goosebumps book. But, however, the ending falls flat. Yeah, the ending, kind of, fell on its face. I don't absolutely hate it, and I think it's kind of funny, like, how it just goes about it, but it's way too quick, way too sudden, and it's abruptly ending the book as well, at a point where I feel like you need, like, 20 more pages just to nicely wrap it up instead of just quickly, abruptly ending the book, like, barely even wrapping it up considerably. Let's just say, they all turn into werewolves. And, yeah, it's not a very satisfying ending either. Yeah, not a great ending. Now for my rating, I'm going to give this one a 9.5 out of 10. This was a great read. I really, really liked this book. And the conflicts in this one, I thought the setting change was cool. I thought all the action in there was really nice. And a rare addition, of course. And I liked the characters a lot. And, because of authority. It's really rare and was really nicely done here. And yeah, just suffered from a bad ending, so it ain't gonna get a perfect 10 out of 10. It ain't in my 10 out of 10s, but it's high. It's very high up there. And yeah, 9.5 out of 10 for Werewolf in the Living Room. This is a damn near perfect werewolf story, and it's probably one of the best in all of Goosebumps. Better than Fever Swamp. Suck my dick. It's true. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this book review. Tell me what you think of Werewolf in the Living Room below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.